So for the 2 German rounds this year, a little late addition to the calendar, we didn't expect to have 2 races in Germany with NXT Gen Cup. I am in the Hankook car, so arguably probably the biggest sponsor for the series. I mean, supplying the tires that we're driving on in all weather conditions. It's pouring rain right now in pure Nürburgring German weather fashion. So just, give us a little sort of intro about why you decided to jump in as the tire supplier for NXT Gen Cup, and with an electric-specific tire of all. So
we actually got involved quite early in this talk. In the beginning, it was just basically a thought from Frederick what they were going to build up. And when the race car was actually, the first car was actually built, they did a few testings with different tire brands, and we were a part of that. The results were really good. They wanted sustainability-wise, they wanted a semi-slick, so you don't have to have a wet and a dry tire, and we wanted a tire that actually works well without tire heaters as well for sustainability. So you can start with a cold tire and have grip into the first corner. So this is also juniors racing.
Yeah,
you need some confidence. You need a tire that is communicating to you guys to actually learn how to develop as a driver and to build up the speed. So somehow we managed to get that thing together. This tire that we're driving on is a Ventus TD tire that is actually specially developed for the Mini. It's actually developed right here for one single purpose. It was to take the lap record on the Nordschleife. So it was developed together with Mini for the John Cooper Works car. And they did the hot hatch lap record here on that tire. So apparently it's working well, both wet and dry.
Yeah, I think it's, obviously an all-weather tire or something like this. For a junior championship, it takes the gamble side out of things of what it is when we're in Nürburgring and it's really volatile weather. You could just go and drive. And I think we've seen that it's played a bigger role than people expected of how you manage your tires over the course of a race. And learning those skills early is really important for your career, because it's probably what you hear most, even in whether it's Formula One, GT3 racing, that they're talking about on the radio, is the tire strategy.
Yeah.
And even though we don't do pit stops, we're still managing our pace throughout the session to get the most out of it.
For sure, you need to consider the degradation of the tire and the heat build up, especially since you're starting with cold.
Yeah.
Especially with the front drive, cold the rears, have the stability, have the confidence to be able to push even on the first lap. But I think it's working really well so far. No big issues. Everything has been running very smoothly. It's been substantial amount of testing leading up to this when it comes to how the setup of the car is, tire pressures, and actually what kind of tire we're driving on. But so far we're really happy, and I think both the team and you guys are, no complaints so far.
Yeah, I think we've seen in the past with electric, there's been a lot of challenges with tire choice. I mean, ETCR had their fair share of issues with Goodyear, and with in the hot races like in Urama, they had a few blowouts, and the extra, not only load from the electric power with the extra bottom end, but also just the extra weight of the type of stress that it puts on the tire
and the regen. Not to forget, who is actually, you have to have a tire that is working with both a vast amount of torque and the regen, and to have a stability in the car, and to have a tire that actually works. So I think that it's going, it's performing at the level we were hoping. And I was always nervous. The first rollout with all the cars, the Gelleråsen, was a bit shaky. We were pretty nervous, and especially with the Premier and Falkenberg, but it's run so smoothly, and it delivers at the level that we want to be in. So we're really happy.
So I know I'm happy to be in the Hankook car. These races, we had a really good run in Oschersleben last weekend. 1 position away from a Grand Slam. So we're going to go for it again this weekend to put you guys on the top step of the podium. And we'll see how qualifying goes. I mean, you could probably hear it Germany is working its magical weather. This was not expected to roll in this early, so I'm going to be talking with my engineer probably until like the last minute until quality rolls out. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Hope you've enjoyed having me in your car. And who knows, we might get a repeat on the car roulette at some point this year.
We'll still know on Sunday.
Yeah, we'll find out. So thank you.
Thank you.
See you on track.